What is going on, you absolute champions? Beer Buddy's back, and we're doing this again. That's right, we're interviewing another band, and tonight we're interviewing KRAVE. That's right, KRAVE. This trio is from Queensland, consists of, that's right, the trio, 3 people: Mark, Ryan, and Sienna. Oh well, God, I stuffed it. So we'll get it right when she comes on. Big shout out to MMK, Metal Mum Karen, for making this happen. She was a big help in all of this. Without her, I don't think this would have happened. Or would have happened eventually. I would have got on to them. Don't worry. They're awesome. These guys just recently got signed by MGM Distributions. So let's give them a big round of applause for KRAVE. Hello, guys. Where are ya? Oh no. Where did you go? Hold on. No, that's my fault. It just butchered me out. Oh no. It's just not sharing. Oh god. Hold on. Just keep talking, guys. How are yous? That's awesome. That's awesome. It's really good to... I can see yous, but everyone else, unfortunately, is just going to have to wait a hot second. Because I had yous all beautiful before. But now it's just doesn't want to work. It's just not being nice.
Ah.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
It's not.
It's Friday the 13th, that's why.
Misfortune.
Friday the 13th.
Picked a good night.
and it's just, there it is. There yous are. Look at yous. Beautiful faces. Say hello. Say hello. Say hello. Say hello.
YouTube land and everyone on it. How you go?
Oh, finally. So sorry about that. We go through the hiccups. We go through them. That's it.
That's it.
That's okay.
Technology.
Introduce yourselves, please.
Of course, you go first.
I'm Ryan. I am the guitarist for KRAVE. I've got long hair and a mustache and a big smile.
He does. He most certainly does.
I'm Sienna, and I'm the singer and bass player for KRAVE. And I also have very long hair, and I'm very excited to be here. And
Yes.
our buddy Sam, beautiful Sam, couldn't make it tonight because some things came up for him, poor bugger. But send him your love. He would have loved to have been here, but we represent him too. So
Big love
Sam
for
says
Sam.
hi.
Sam, we miss
Sam.
you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm just not having a good week.
Not kidding.
But regardless, let's talk about you guys and the week you guys have had. You guys have been very busy on the social medias and stuff with all your teasers and your new singles, Red Flag and Take Your Bow, are absolutely gangbusters, like absolute weapons of songs.
Thank you.
No, thank you very much.
And
That's awesome.
and did you actually write them for the short film?
No, we actually had them written probably a year prior, and then we decided to go do something weird, but also exciting and make a short film. And we're like, these songs are both sort of ballads, and Red Flag was like the big inspiration because it sort of sounded a little western, and we're like, with like the guitar twang and
With
stuff.
the
waltz, yeah. So we were like, oh, that'd be sick. Oh, Ryan and I like, Clint Eastwood, all that shit. We love that.
Yeah.
So we were like, yes, let's make a western. But in Australia.
On Aussie.
But yeah, we just used those 2 songs and we're like, this is gonna be so sick. Like, because Ryan's a filmmaker, so he was like, this is gonna be really cool. And we were like, that's dope. Let's do it.
Yeah, well, it started as a uni project for Sienna because she had a creative project, and creative project 1 we did the Alchemy music video for because it was make something. So we made a music video, and then creative project 2 was make the same thing but bigger. So we're like, all right, let's do a short film, which took months and months, and every weekend we had to work and do it, and it was so hard being up against the deadline.
Yes.
But it turned out really well, so yeah.
No, you guys look like you had a lot of fun making it, eh? Like, I watched it today. If you guys haven't seen it, it's called Red Flag. Go on YouTube, check it out on the KRAVE YouTube page. And go check out all their other video clips too, because they're amazing. The film's great. I've got to say, your drummer Sam was Dallas.
Yes.
Now I feel bad for getting his name wrong before, but Sam. I'm gonna tell you something. When I saw you come out of those, hold on, I'm gonna go to me. When I saw him come out of the darkness, I'm gonna give a bit like, when he came out of the darkness, I got goosebumps.
Yes.
Like homeboy gave me chills, man. Like, oh God.
I think that's been the general response to that scene at the start. Yeah.
Yes.
Like he's like Sam. You owned that bit, man. Like seriously. Like I was sitting here watching on my computer and chills. Like goosebumps, serious goosebumps. It was fantastic. I loved it.
No, he's awesome. He really nailed that. And that night, the two people that he acted with, he'd never met him before. We just, because they're our friends from Gympie, so 2 hours north of Brisbane. So we go up there. We're like, all right, Sam, you're going to grab him. You're going to do this. You're going to do that. It's like, oh, hello. Just never met you before, but here I've got a machete.
Well, at the end of the day, that's what makes you a great actor. You just got to be able to work with what you got and work with who you're working with. So
that's it. That's
he nailed it. He nailed it.
He did. He's a legend.
Yeah, he was so good.
One thing I've got to say is that you guys really incorporated the singles into the short film really well. Like they actually fit the scenes really well, and like was it hard to sort of pick the area where you wanted to put it, or was it just sort of like?
Yeah, well, originally it was just going to be for the Red Flag song, which happens during that big scene. But then Sienna's like, well, maybe we can put another song in there. And I'm like, oh God, where are we going to put that? And I was a bit stressed. I'm like, but we figured out we under the pressure of the time pressure of deadlines for the uni and all that sort of stuff. I'm surprised it came together quite well. We just kind of slipped it into the tender moments with Take Your Bow, and like Red Flag's like the big sort of
battle scene,
cataclysmic event that goes on in the film without giving too much away.
No, it was a very climatic scene.
Yeah. A lot of stuff going on, but no, it was good. I'm glad it worked well, from an audience perspective. The music, yeah.
Well, I just will say, that opening scene is very dark and eerie, and it just works so well. And Sam, like I said, you killed it. You just goosebumps.
You did. That's so cool.
But yeah, with so as you called it, Ryan, I saw on the socials the other day, you called it the double yoker.
The double yoker,
yeah. Double yoker, mate. Don't worry. I'll try and do a little bit of prep before I do my interviews and stuff like that. I'll try and do a little bit.
The double yoke. Yep.
Yeah.
2 songs. And that was the 2 shows we did for the double release. So it's a double release, double yoker, 2 shows, double yoker. 2 songs are in the film, double yoker. Lots of double yokers.
Yeah. You got to keep them hens that keep laying.
Yeah, that's it. Pumping them out.
That's it. That's good work, man. All right, man. So you guys have just come off the back of, from what I heard, was a pretty awesome festival called Gymna over in Queensland. That's organised by MMK.
Yes.
Yes.
Go
into a little bit of depth, because from what I've heard, you guys absolutely tore the rear end out of that.
Thank you. Oh, well, it was really awesome. Karen put it together so well. And it was like a whole night of 2 nights.
Two big nights, a double yoker.
A double yoker.
Yeah, there you go.
They were like, oh man, how many bands were there? They were like 27 bands? I don't know.
There was like 100,000 bands, and they were amazing. But it was a great night, yeah.
It was really cool. Like, it was like music. It was at like the Gymna, which is pretty much in the middle of nowhere, but it was such an awesome drive to get there.
Oh, yeah.
You got there and you set up your tent and your swag, and you kind of you meet there was so many people there. Heaps of friends and family, and it was just like an awesome getaway. There's no reception, so we just had like the best time.
Yeah.
And it was my birthday that weekend as well.
Oh, perfect.
Yes, it was my 20th, so I turned 20. And on the gym night, that was like a massive thing too. But it was really cool. Like they set up this really cool outdoor stage, and they
good stage, yeah.
It didn't rain because it was raining all that week, but it didn't rain. Oh, it was a little bit of downpour.
It was a bit of rain just before the show, and I didn't realise that I was soaked. And then, but we went up and staged at around, what was it, like 7?
Yeah, about 7, I think.
It was a good time slot, I think. Everyone was at the food trucks, you know, so everyone was eat.
Yes.
But it was such an amazing turnout. Yeah, it was like a huge, like a massive crowd, and everyone's just going, you know, and it's just like, it doesn't get much better than that, seeing like, you know, a massive crowd of all your friends and your new friends and the other band people, and just like, you know, going crazy.
Absolutely, yeah.
Because the shot you got there, was that a gymna? The shot where the three of you guys are standing in front of that awesome crowd and.
Yeah.
Yes,
that's awesome.
Yeah, so
really
that was
yeah, and we've been lucky enough to secure a spot for next year for gymna.
Awesome.
Gymna 2022. Watch out for it.
You never know, you might see this ugly mug there.
Yes, we'd love to.
Come.
Yes,
it's gonna be, it was so fun. Like.
It's a lot of fun.
I'll just be there drinking beers, to be completely honest. Like, beers and headbanging. That's all I'm doing all these days.
That was what it was all about, you know. Everybody had like, there was like the best rider ever there for the bands.
It's so good.
That was sick. It was really cool.
That's really good.
The highlight. Yeah.
Good on MMK for putting stuff like that on and keeping it all going. How have you guys been going during this crazy ass lockdown?
Oh, the lockdown.
Well, it's been full on, like, shows. Oh, the first lockdown we had, it would have been around July. We were planning to go to New South Wales, and we had, like, shows ready, and we were just about to, like, announce them. And then COVID lockdown stuff happened in New South Wales, and we're like, whoa! So we were going to have like a whole little like mini tour planned for Taking Bar Red Flag, and we're like, damn it, what the hell? So we've had to reschedule them, like for hopefully New South Wales opens up around like November, because we're trying to get to play there, because I have like a whole lot.
You have to. I'll tell you up with a band to play with. I know this girl that sings in a. You ever heard of Red Sea?
Yes, I've heard of Red Sea.
You should tee up with them, man.
Yes,
you should tee up with them. Yeah. Erica is an awesome person. Just a second. Hello, Daniel. How are you? Yes, definitely come out to the festival next year if I go.
Yes, Daniel. Gymna.
No, it's so good.
Mr. Morrow. Or Raph. You'll be playing with him soon.
Yes. Yeah.
That'll be a good time, man. That'll be a good time. Speaking of which, shows. So now that you guys are out of lockdown,
yes.
Are they coming in thick and fast? What's on the schedule for the next say month?
For sure, we're playing this really cool all ages festival. It's the Schema Collective. They're a really cool organization that puts on like all ages youth shows, and they kind of promote like mental health and like all that cool stuff, and we're like all for that. And they contacted us and they're like, hey, do you want to play this really sick all ages festival in Brisbane? And it's this August the 29th, and it's at King Lear's Throne. And we're playing with some pretty cool bands. It's like a Drake and Virtues and that kind of thing. There's a couple others there, of course, as well, but it's going to be really cool, and that's something that we got lined up, which is very exciting. And we've also got, in September, we've got another MMK thing, Karen's thing.
MMK.
With Skunk Bone.
On the Asahis.
So, the Asahis, yes.
Big boy cans.
Yeah, it is. It's huge. Let's talk about this.
Big boy cans. I thought we agreed on VBs and
There weren't any.
Oh yeah, I said Miller's Chill, and you got the VB there. Yeah,
I bought a Miller's Chill.
Oh,
and it's got lime in it. I don't know. Is it meant to have lime in it?
I think so. Yeah, that's what I'm used to. Okay. But Smarter pulled the lefty and got this one.
Oh, very good.
That's huge. And I was talking to Mum, and Mum's like, "What I'm like, I don't know, beers, mum. Just what is this thing? It's like a huge energy drink. It's massive.
Yeah.
That's a pint.
It's a pint. There you go.
2 standard drinks.
Yeah, pint.
400 mil. Holy crap!
Yeah.
I should be water instead.
No,
Not on beer.
no, not on Beer Buddy, mate. Not on Beer Buddy. Although, you know, I don't say you have to drink on here, but you know, more power to you for drinking.
That's it.
Miller's Chili's boss. I'll find out later. I'll find out later.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you, it's really good to see that you guys have actually, like, I've been listening to you guys non-stop all week. The discography you guys actually released on Spotify, I'll leave links to everything after the stream comes up and all that stuff after, is rather extensive. I've got to say, you guys have been together for a long time or very busy in a short amount of time. Go into how you guys sort of...
Yeah. Probably short and fast, I reckon, because we've only been around since,
2019.
Oh, damn. Busy.
Yeah.
So we had a real big, debut and,
We just went
hard,
hard.
gigs.
Yeah.
Shows, you know, all through 2019. And we were actually lucky enough during 2020 with all the COVID stuff to still snag some little things because we're still pretty local. So we were able to play the venues that still had a 50 cap and we still got to play it. But and people still sort of kind of, it was a little more quiet, but people came out and they were like, oh, who's this little band that's decided to put on a show during COVID? But, yeah, no, it was really sick. And then, during 2021, bigger things have been happening for us. We had a lineup shift.
In 2020.
During COVID, a couple of our members were like, I want to do something else. And I'm like, okay, that's fine.
No.
Yeah, we started as a 4-piece.
I
and then,
thought so.
Yeah, that's been the extension there, the extensive. We started with we had another guitarist there who's really helped us get to where we are, and it was
he was awesome.
Yeah, and then shifted ways with that, and then we had another drummer who wanted to do sound stuff as sound engineering there.
And we're all mutual and stuff. And it's all super cool. And I got my buddy Sam.
Lovable Sam.
Got him in.
Tell ya, he looks pretty good on the drums, man. Like when I see him in the videos and stuff like that. You know what I appreciate? Small drum kit, big sound.
Yes.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, he's
Likewise.
He's a legend.
Does he in that video clip? What was it? The Alchemist?
Alchemy's got our old drummer in it, and then Purgatory's...
No, that's the one. Purgatory. Does he? Is that when he had that small drum kit out in the bush? Is that the normal one that he uses?
Oh, which one was that? Was that ours?
Yeah, that's actually my kit that I've got it that we rehearse with and everything. We usually, when we play shows, we always play with his kits, but he's getting his own custom-made drum kit right now. Very exciting.
Props to Sam, because he makes it look good. He's
he makes anything sound good. It's insane.
He's really good.
He does drums at the Conservatorium in Brisbane. He's doing uni there right now. And he's top level, knows exactly what he's doing.
He's got a big brain.
Big musical brain by the sounds of things.
He's not just he doesn't just do drums. He helps songwrite with us. He does producing.
Oh wow!
So he's got many talents. So we're very lucky to have him on board with us, and he's very committed. So
he's awesome.
All right, give a big shout out to everyone in the chat. Let's give a hello. Big hello to everyone in the chat. Hello. Who we got in? Can we see who we got in?
Who's here? Is Karen there yet?
Nah.
Karen.
Oh yeah, where are you, Karen?
You
made this happen.
Yeah, that's it.
Where are you?
Oh.
For sure.
I've got to say, my favourite song, and I told you guys this off stream before, and I'm going to tell you again, is that Walk of Atonement. Just when you guys write, I've got to say it's because when I listen to you guys, I don't like looking at a band before I listen to them.
Okay.
So I got sent the message, and have a listen to these guys, and you guys have the song had such an impact that I remember the time like I remember when I was listening to it. So I was just about to jump in the shower. I've chucked it on my phone, and I'm listening to it. I'm like, wow, massive, like awesome. Go have a look. And then I'm like, it's a really, 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 really big sound for a 3-piece.
Yes.
The way that you write your lyrics is like obviously. How am I gonna get this question right without sounding weird?
No, it's fine.
It's almost like you shoot out to obviously you use your voice as a completely different instrument that resonates above everything else and really stands out at the front. Do you really find it hard to write those melodies with metal, or has it always just come natural and you've just been able to punch out sort of those awesome melodies naturally?
Sure. Yeah, well, for me, because I used to do the majority of the songwriting for the band, but now, like, as we've got our final lineup, we've been doing it more all together. But as I was writing that song in particular, Walk of Atonement, we started with like an acoustic guitar, and I actually make a melody over the top of that. There's like a cool trick, which is try and write your songs, and if they sound good on acoustic, they're probably pretty good.
Do you know what? That's so funny. My dad told me that. My dad Pete told me that when he attempted to get me into guitar, and I'm just a lazy shit. I'll admit that. But he when I first got my acoustic, that was his exact words that came out of his mouth, and I'm really, really happy you said that, because if the riff sounds good on acoustic, it's a 99.9% chance it's going to sound good once you throw a bit of distortion on that bad boy.
Yeah.
Right.
A bit or a lot of distortion.
Oh yeah, well, it just all depends on what you're doing for.
That's it.
No,
that's really... it's a lot easier to write melodies over an acoustic sometimes for me. But I just like, I try and like hook into like a spot, and I've been doing singing for years, so I'm just like I'm good at trying to pick where I'll sing and what I'll do with the melody. And usually I also play bass at the same time, so I kind of know what's going on with the notes. So it's good. I'm very grateful that happens, because yes. I done lost what I was saying. I'm sorry.
Don't worry about it. Just go with it. It's all just a nice little chat, man. That's all we're here for.
That's it.
Playing an instrument's good. To be able to write a melody over the top of as well. So I'm grateful I play bass as well as sing, because I understand where to go with it. If that kind of makes sense.
It does. It makes a lot of sense. And one thing I've got to say is that the fact that you actually have such a big, powerful voice and manage to play the bass as well, and then on top of that, it actually looks like you guys have a pretty good time when you guys get on stage, from what I've seen.
Yes. It's a lot of fun.
We go all out.
Oh, yeah. Big shout out, Karen Andrews has said hello.
Oh, hi, Karen.
Hello, MMK. How are you? We're having a lovely chat this evening. It's fantastic. Oh, it's so good. Ryan, your guitar parts, mate. You write all those. You write all those leads. You write all those lyrics.
Depending on which song we're at, because we had our other guitarist, he did a lot of the chunky groga sort of stuff.
Yep.
And then I did some groga stuff, and then I've got the lead stuff on there too. So yeah, for what song was it? Walk of Atonement.
Yeah.
That bit was me, and then he did the solo, and then
there was a change around, which was cool.
Yeah, and then we did the dual guitar at the end, so that was kind of cool.
I find the call. I love the call and response parts in that song. It's just really
Very cool, yeah.
Very good. You guys construct the song very well, and you can see that a lot of time and effort and love goes into what you do.
No, I appreciate that.
You can hear that in all your recordings and stuff like that. That's, I appreciate it being someone that gets to listen to it.
Oh, cool.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
Well, I know, because when I used to do it, it's not just time, effort, it's money as well, unfortunately, and
money.
got dollar bills. That's all it is. Music.
money.
Just like the Canadian, we want more money.
Yeah, that's it.
But tell us about how you guys got it. Like speaking, like hopefully this new signing with MGM.
Yeah.
It's a nice little segue.
Awesome.
What's
No, it's really cool. We're really excited to be a part of their team now. We have a really cool. The way we got onto them was also really cool. We have this awesome booking agent that's also like a mentor of ours as well. At the same time, his name's David Dean, and he's a part of Hostile Entertainment. And he was the one that recommended. He's like, oh, I know these really cool guys at MGM. Like, do you want me to kind of help you get in contact with them? And I was like, yes, because I work at JB Hi-Fi as a daytime job. And a lot of them, like the MG, like when you're with MGM, you can actually get distributed into JB Hi-Fi. So that was like a little special part. It was very important because they were like, "Oh, you work at JB Hi-Fi?" And I'm like, "Yes." So they're like, "This is great." And I'm like, "Yes, that means I can order in things." So
Yeah.
it was really cool. You know, like we worked really hard for it. Like, you know, it was a lot of organizing and messaging, and I had to write all these goals and like. It was a lot of talking and lots of phone meetings and chatting and just like getting to know each other, and it was just really successful. We were really lucky, and like I think they saw that we really wanted this awesome dream to happen, and we're making steps to make, you know, KRAVE like a business, and like for us to be able to play and make a living out of it. And MGM are all about that. They're like, yes, we love that, and we want to support your dream, and we're dreamers too, and like.
Yeah.
They were all for it, and they just really liked that we were very ambitious and like really want to go places, and they were like, that's awesome. So that's how that kind of happened, you know. It's about who you know. Like, it's really cool. Like, as a musician, you build a team and you talk to people, and people want to help you out, and they, you know, if you're nice and respectful, you can get a lot from it, and it's really cool. So we've been lucky enough to get that, so that's awesome.
That is one thing I found with the Australian music scene. I wouldn't know any other really music scene anyway, but as long as you show a bit of respect, you can get a lot back. And as long as you're humble and nice, you tend to get shown a bit of the same. Yeah. And it's really, really good to see that you guys have actually shown a company that you're worthy of taking on the challenge of smashing it out the park. Yeah. Because I have an honest feeling that you guys will be. I could see you opening for Trivium.
Trivium.
To be completely honest, I'm listening to it. Like I said, I've been listening to it non-stop. I want to see it. So hopefully MGM can make that happen, because I'll tell you that. Yeah, I reckon they dig it too. I reckon they'd be right into it. You never know.
That's it.
I'll email. I'll get at you, Trivium. I'll get at you. You come on the show. You come on the show, and I'll show you these guys, and your life will change.
That's awesome.
And then I'll show you Sam in that video, and if you don't get him on, we'll sick Sam on you.
Sam's coming for you.
100%. Jesus. I loved it. Seriously, like red flag. It's just everything you guys are really finding new and exciting ways to stay relevant in a trying time, and using your social media. And I said this last week with the guys from Skunkbone. Just a real quick thing though. I've just read here that Billie Eilish cover, by the way.
Oh, that's something I did.
From Zach Davey. You do a Billie Eilish cover?
I did. Not as KRAVE. I just did it because I have like a little singing page, because people like what I do, and they're like, you got good voice. Yeah. Thank you. And I get requested to sing stuff. Like, and I'm like,
that was just the other day, wasn't it?
So I made a little singing and I tribute, and I'm like, you know, this is me, and check out the original stuff I do. This is with KRAVE.
Yeah.
But I do little teases.
That's
stuff in my spare time, and it really helps. I mean, it helps like promote. Also, like, KRAVE, which is great.
Keeps you relevant, man. That's what it's all about. Start doing playthroughs of some of the songs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we've been suggested to do that. Yeah.
Do that stuff, man. Do that stuff. It's really the technology's there. I mean, as much as I just love sitting around and playing video games and
Same.
drinking beer, you know, just now I do this instead. And
Yeah.
drink beer and talk to awesome bands. It's so good.
Yeah, that's it. That's pretty cool.
I'm taking this ball and I'm running with it now. That's it. Big shout out to Karen for making this happen. You guys are really awesome people. Like I've just having a chat to you off stream, and now we're 35 minutes into it. It's been you guys are obviously genuinely love your music. Have you guys always sort of been have you guys always sort of been into metal bands, or has there been sort of any other sort of things you've dabbled in as far as Sienna goes with her little live streaming stuff, which I'm going to find that video. I'll watch it in my spare time.
Oh, for sure, that'd be sick.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of different influences. Like I know Sam likes he likes Steely Dan and all the old 70s, 60s.
Nice. So really keeping it vintage.
Yes, very vintage. He loves vintage everything. He loves the Rhodes piano and keyboard.
Yeah,
he loves
he's a collector.
He's a collector as well.
Sam, you come on your own, man. These two can hang, but you come on your own. I want to see what you collect, man. Come on, show me.
Yeah, he's building his collection.
As long as it's not of what you've found in the bush, just don't collect too many of them, mate.
That's it.
Oh, no more of them, mate. We don't want to see you on the news.
Yeah, that's it.
100%. I'm gonna give another plug for it. If anyone out there hasn't seen it, go and watch Red Flag, the short film. It is an absolute cracker. It's so funny. It's so good. It's so good. It's serious. It's funny. It's everything. It's awesome.
A bit of everything in there, yeah. But yeah, that's right. As far as influences go, I listen to I don't know. I listen to a lot of Roy Orbison, which is far from metal as you could get. Hall & Oates.
Oh, wow.
But then I also like a bit of King Parrot.
Oh, wow.
So there's a big range there.
Because I noticed on the Facebook page, it was what was it, CKY?
CKY, yeah, that's one of my favourite bands.
Yeah, nice. I was actually listening to them the other week.
Yes.
This is boring.
Yeah.
Like, go on.
Yeah. They're groovy. Lots of cool.
Awesome. So it's weird. So not really a traditional metalhead, but you absolutely kill that guitar. You kill that 6-string.
Yeah. That's it. The 6-string slinger. Yeah, no, but I love Pantera and Slayer, and I love. Don't worry, yeah, there's all that stuff. If I look on the shelf, there's all the Slipknot albums except for the last one that came out. I have to get that. But yeah, there's like a massive range.
No, that's good. Variety is the spice of life.
That's it. Yes.
That's why.
Sorry.
That's why I drink different beers. I just don't drink the one beer. I just drink lots of different beers.
That's right.
They sold out.
Oh well, I understand why they sold out of VB. I completely. I get it.
What about you, Sienna? Your
Yeah. What are your influences, Sienna? Because you almost sound. Have you had any like with your vocals and stuff like that? Have you had any maybe opera training, like opera singing training that I can hear?
Yes, I used to be an opera singer when I was little.
Nailed it! I still got it. Nailed it.
Yeah,
you nailed it.
That was like because the first singing I ever did. Like my mum still thinks that my opera voice is better than my rock voice, which is pretty funny.
there are some parts in one or two of the songs where you sort of get that little growl going on at the end of your phrases, and
yes,
do it more. Because you know it. But your opera stuff. Go into more about the opera stuff when you were a kid, man.
Yeah, I grew up on like Phantom of the Opera, and like my mum is so into opera, like Les Mis and like all of that stuff. And I used to listen to it in the car because like I came from New South Wales, so we used to drive to see family and stuff all the time because we lived a bit further out. And as we were driving, Mum would always play this stuff, and we'd always sing. Like my mum would sing in the car, and I started singing along to it, and I was like, yes. I didn't know that was rock. I didn't know that was a thing. I was so young, and I was like, oh, opera's the only thing. So I learned how to sing opera, and I was really good at it. And then I got more into like pop and like blues and folk, and then I found like my dad's like, you gotta listen to Kiss. You've got to listen to Kiss. Yeah. and he put me onto them, and I'm like, holy crap, like, this is sick. And then I really got into like my heavier stuff, and like I love like Bring Me the Horizon and Architects. I'm the metalhead.
Oh, nice.
But I like, you know, I listen to old school stuff. I like Kiss. I like Motley Crue and like
Motley Crue.
Yeah. I like a bit of Alice Cooper, you know. I like and Judas Priest, like I like listening to that kind of stuff. But
Judas Priest.
You know, I'm still keen to like listen to Roy Orbison in the car on the way to a show. I do it. I like it.
Everyone's got their Zen, the before show Zen thing. You know what I mean? Mine was substance abuse, but that's not the nor there.
It's their own.
Like, Roy Orbison, a big fat dirty joint. What's the difference?
Yeah.
But it's really funny because like when we're driving to a show, and sometimes we'll have the window down and something, like me, Ryan, Sam, I'm driving, and we're so chill, and we're like ready to play this hardcore metal gig, you know, driving.
Yeah.
And we're listening to Roy Orbison, we're just chilling in the car, and it's
or, Tears for Fears or Hall Notes.
Oh, lovely.
Driving, and we're just like,
it's
so funny, and
it's polarizing.
And not everyone's like, what? You don't listen to like Pantera on the way there, and I'm like,
yeah, well, what people got to understand is you're going to be in the next 3, 4, 5 hours in a blaring ass room with a whole bunch of people. Yeah, you know, maybe Rory can just soothe the ears before you absolutely tear them off your head.
Right. Yeah. Bit of prep.
Yeah.
Do you actually find a lot of those influences carry on into your writing when you with your songs?
I reckon. Well, I've noticed. Well, when I songwrite, I get a lot of Bring Me the Horizon feels because I love that band so much.
Ollie's the man.
He's great. I love it. I love his lyric writing, and it's really inspired
awesome.
me.
He's so good.
And like CKY as well, that's a big inspiration. And usually, like, yeah, I can tell with some of Ryan's writing, it's very like, he's always moving and stuff with it, like, you know.
Yeah, I like progressive, like CKY kind of keeps moving with the guitar. I like that.
Yeah.
He's very busy. He's a very busy guitarist.
Yeah, that's right. And then I also like the big chuggies as well, you know. Like,
and all that sort of... Nanny Proof for you?
Oh, yes. That dude, that's an alien.
I know.
Sexiest shit.
I love it.
It's crazy. That dude's just, oh man.
All three of them, they're just nuts. But no, look, one thing I'd like to ask, okay, so you said... Are you guys writing? Have you guys got anything coming up? Like as far as recordings go, other than?
Yeah, we've got some. We'll be releasing more music this year.
Yeah.
That we've recorded last year. That we've got sitting there waiting to be released.
Just give it to us. Just give us what we want. Give us more.
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
Yeah, we've still got songs. We're gonna be releasing it. Hopefully, like I'm gonna not say when, but we're releasing an EP this year sometime.
Awesome.
At the moment, we're songwriting for our next EP, probably coming out next year or whatever album or whatever we'll be doing. But at the moment we're writing songs and jamming and writing demos. And I wrote this really cool song yesterday, and I'm like, hey, check this out. So what's happening? We're just writing a lot more stuff, and we're going to be recording hopefully in like December or January, more stuff. But we've still got these I think we've got five songs still sitting there waiting to be released this year.
So we've got some time before we have to write.
Yeah, we're very prepared, so...
Well, it almost sounds like you guys are musical farmers, and you have your music on crop rotation.
That's right, yeah. It's a good way to be, you know. Stay ahead.
You got to have the crop rotation. Oh yeah. For sure. I did read somewhere that you guys got a 10 out of 10 review.
Yes, from Red.
Who was that? What article was that? We'll find it later. We'll find it later when we have, because I'll break down the chat later and we'll watch some videos together and we'll show the chats and videos and stuff like that. And yeah, we'll go over some cool stuff.
Yeah.
But you guys got a 10 out of 10 review out of... Oh, I'm going to find it. I've got to find it.
Was that noise pollution?
That's right, noise pollution. Noise pollution.
His name's Greg. He's a really cool guy. He actually found out who we were at Gymna.
He was
He was at Gymna and he came over to our tent and he's like, "You guys were so good. I've never heard of you before and I'm in love." And he said, "You want to come over to my tent tomorrow morning and have a chat and I'll write a review up for you." And I'm like, "That's amazing."
Well, he did one on the spot, didn't he?
Oh, he did. No, he actually he wrote something for us and then he said, "I'd love to learn more about you guys." And I'm like, "Oh, that's awesome." And he's been following us ever since.
Well, hopefully he's watching tonight.
Oh,
where are you, Greg?
He's awesome. He's a really cool guy. You should definitely check him out. He's really supportive of heaps of local bands. He did this awesome review for us. He's so talented with his words. Like, he's a poet and he's
a poet
a high
too.
school teacher or high school principal.
Is he a principal?
Something. I'm pretty sure he is.
He's a high school principal, and then he was at the Dark Cell show?
Yeah, he's a massive Dark Cell.
Oh, really?
He's jumping up and down. I'm standing there. I'm an old man. I'm backed out, and he's jumping up and down.
He's mad. No, he's sick.
So I remember seeing my teacher at a festival one time, and he was just laughing. "How you going, Kyle?" Like, his eyes would have fallen out of his head, man. Like, see you Wednesday, sir.
Yeah, that's so weird.
Oh no, that's really really good news. And was he the one that wrote up that little story? So I was reading. I was reading an article, and I didn't want to read the whole thing, so I pulled out early.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have kids if I did that,
God.
Zing. And there was an article written about a show and the power going out. And I said, no, I don't want to read anymore because I'm going to talk to them soon and I want to hear the story from KRAVE themselves. Yeah. Please tell us what happened that night. Where were you? What show was it? Go into the full details. I want to know.
You start.
Well, that was the first of the double Yoka shows for Red Flag and Take Your Bow. It was at the Zoo in Brisbane. And it was a Thursday night, so the odds are stacked against you already, just a little bit. But there was quite a good turnout. We were sitting there at our merch stand and we're like, oh, this is pretty good. Lots of people are coming through. This looks good. All our friends are there and stuff. It's a really good time.
Yeah.
How many bands were there? Were there 6 all up?
6 bands that I booked. I was like, shit.
Lots of bands. So it was really good. And everyone, the sound, the light, it was so amazing. Everyone just smashed it out of the park and it was just awesome. And we were so like, yeah, let's do it, because we were the last band on. Let's smash it, guys. Let's do it. So we go up on stage, doing our little thing, getting the leads and all that sort of stuff. And then the house music is playing and then suddenly it cuts out. And we're like, oh, that's weird. Maybe that means it's time to play soon. So then I go over to my amp, which I usually leave switched on throughout the night just because it's tubed, so it's got to warm up. The hotter it is, the better it'll sound. And it was switched off, and I've gone, uh-oh. And I'm like trying to switch it on, there's no power to it. And then I think, did the lights go out at that point? Or I think
something went out.
Something's going on. So the sound guy comes out from the back near where the drum riser is and says, I'm sorry guys, it's over. It's done. And we're like, what's done? What's going on? He said, somebody has spilt a drink at the back of the stage. It's gone down this little hole in this removable floorboard, and it's slowly dripped into this power supply thing, and it's cut everything. It's cut the sound and the lights. So yeah, that's what happened there. And we're like, okay, what's going to happen now? And I think that's when the lights went out. So that was that was a little full stop. the lights went out too, and we're just looking at the crowd like, what are we gonna do? Like that's the worst thing that can really happen to a band, I guess, that's about to play.
Well, especially when all you lose is electric guitars and shit. Like that's literally, it's like literally your thing.
Exactly.
Electric.
The only thing that can really come through is the drums and the vocal, maybe if Sienna yells loud. So we're like, oh god. And the bartender was up there at that point, and we're like, I asked him, is there an acoustic guitar around? He's just like, oh, there's a really shitty bashed up one out of the office. I don't know if you want that. And I said, go get it. I had to tell him about 3 times, I think, because he was so bewildered with like what had gone on. He said in the 29 years it's never happened. So
yeah, it's never happened
in the history of the venue. So it was that night that it happened to us. But he went and got the guitar. It was terrible. The action was like this high off of the board. But we sat down in the front of the stage. Sam was on the drums. He played lightly because he's a jazz player. And we did the show, and everyone stayed. And it turned out to be one of the best gigs we've played. Just in like with everything that went on, it was still one of the best shows we played.
And this is the beauty about writing songs on acoustic guitar, by the way. We sounded good.
You always got a backup plan, don't you? Just have an. You know what you've learned from this? Always have an acoustic with you, just in case.
In case.
Yeah, no, for real.
And
but
kudos to the two of you and Sam for having the fortitude and the foresight to take that step and grab the acoustic and.
Yeah.
Not only to play the show, but to actually turn around and say it's one of the best shows you've ever played.
I felt so good about it. Like when it all when the power went off, we're like, oh, we're all in it together. You know, it's like what happens. But let's try and do it anyway. 40 minutes of playing, and then we finished. Yeah. We grabbed our friend up at the end and we did a ZZ Top song because the bass player passed away probably that day. So yeah, it went off. Like, it was really good.
Yeah, no one left, and everyone came up to us after the show and they're like, "Can you like?" It was so cool. They were like, "Can you sign this piece of merch? But say it's the live and acoustic version."
And date it. Yeah.
So this was the best. This is best. This is what live music's all about.
Yeah.
And they're like, "This is great. This is the best show ever. I'm so happy I stayed."
Yeah.
It was almost better than your electric set. And I'm like, "No, don't say that."
Don't say that.
I was actually just about to say maybe you should just do a double set at every pub and just do the acoustic one for the locals and then drag them into the back.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it's an idea. Well, it works. Yeah. No, it was so cool.
We actually got a shout out. So LGBT Boglin. Hey KRAVE, much love from Gimpy, Kate and Josh.
Yes, that's our friends Kate and Josh. We love them very much.
Big shout out to them.
Yeah, Josh was actually in Red Flag, the short film. You may have seen him. He was in the flashback sequence. The
yeah. Red shirt on.
He had a red shirt on. That's
old mate.
That's my old mate, best friend Josh, and that's Kate too. Kate's a massive supporter, and we wouldn't be where we are without people like them and without them. So we love you, Josh and Kate, the friggin' legends.
That's right.
Big shout out to Josh and Kate. Thank you guys for watching and coming along. Thank you.
Thank you.
No, that's awesome. That and literally that is the essence of music, is when as long as you can make sound, you can make music.
Exactly right. Exactly right.
You guys, we're a lot of bands, and honestly, like I know my band, we couldn't do it acoustic. So it would have been a long drive home.
Yeah.
Drive home, and the fact that you guys can actually come away with a banging story, a 10 out of 10 from Jinnah. You guys are obviously doing everything right at the moment. Whatever you're doing, you just got your foot in the door.
Yeah.
Make sure you keep it there and start trying to pry that elbow in and
pry it in. Yeah.
Get them to open up.
Bust it down. Yeah.
So sell that Eskimo that ice.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Exactly.
You don't need it, but you got to make him want it.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, that's so good.
Oh,
we might get a charger for this laptop because the MacBook
we're pretty much at the hour mark. So if you guys just want to have a 5-minute break, I'm going to go to the bathroom and grab some beers, and we'll keep going.
No worries.
Oh, we'll see you back at.
We'll see you in a bit.
Yeah, we'll see you in a little bit.
No worries.
All right, bye.
Back, I'll get the charger.
We back. That's right. We back. We're back. We're back.
Yeah.
And we're going to go to the other screen. There we go. Now we can see everyone. Everyone's on the one screen. And Karen has asked, or Karen has inquired, I want an acoustic EP.
Oh,
I'd love to. I would actually love to hear a couple of your songs on acoustic. I reckon it would be a good segue into getting the people to. And if you're going to do double yokers, just release a handful on.
Yeah, that's it.
I think that'd be really cool to do. I think we will actually probably do something like that for real.
100%.
Yeah.
Like, no one said no, so I feel like we'll definitely.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Well,
yeah.
I reckon it's a great idea. I reckon it's great. And even then, maybe don't do the covers, just do the acoustic things and just market them on the stuff that you do, Sienna.
Yeah,
Yes.
no, for real, yeah, definitely. Like, I've written a few songs on just acoustic that I'd love to play. Like, I was like, oh, this would be sick, but it's not really great. It sounds great on acoustic, and like, for example, we wrote a song called Bonnie for like my grandma, and I wrote that, and we played it for a little while with Crave, but it was like kind of like too soft in a way. It wasn't kind of really our vibe.
It'd be a good
like,
acoustic song for
it's
sure.
a great acoustic song, so it's like, well,
so there you go.
Always got to do it. Like always, you look at some of the best bands. They always got that nice little acoustic, nice little medley in there.
Yeah,
I mean, you have a look at In Flames. They just wrote an acoustic medley with no vocals. That's one of the greatest things I've heard on guitar.
Even an interlude or something like CKY have done that as well. They've had this beautiful like acoustic interlude, and then it goes straight back into their usual stuff. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, mate. I just want to see acoustic stuff now because I didn't get to see the acoustic set, so now I'm jealous.
Yeah. It was something.
No, it was cool. It was cool.
Kat Von T says, "See you now." Hello, Kat Von T. Thanks everyone for tuning in tonight, and mate, thank you again, Ryan and Sienna, for taking the time tonight, and a big sorry to Sam for not being able to make it.
Big Sam, it's all good.
The collector. I'm going to have him on his own. I want to see his collection of whatever he's collecting.
Oh.
Yes, he'll be very excited to evolve.
Yeah.
He would love it.
Just have a
That's it.
Show me your collection. I don't know what it is, but just show me.
That's it. Just not in a dark alleyway or next to a fire. You know?
Yeah. All right, up on my stream at the moment, we have your beautiful YouTube channel.
Yes.
And I'm not going to put red flag on. People need to go out and watch that. 114 views. That's pretty good, man.
Nice. Cool.
That's awesome. That's nice. But we're going to have a little watch. We're going to have a little watch of Alchemy because it's a nice...
It's a woof song.
And by the way, what are you drinking now that we're into the shooting shit to the wind bit where we're just going to sit around and just have a chat? What are you drinking?
We've got...
Because you're with Beer Buddy.
We're getting through the Asahi.
Oh, that's right, the big boy cans.
It's a big boy can.
Yeah.
There you go.
I was going to say, we could definitely crack into my American honey, but then, that'd be scary for us. You kind of
uncharted territory.
Choose either beer or spirits, but I've made the mistake of doing both heaps of times, and I always get sick.
I black out.
Oh, no.
As soon as I mix spirits, as soon as spirits get involved, you know it's gonna be a rough night when I switch from beer to rum. When I rum the cokes.
Oh,
I feel like Sam can relate to that, but also I can relate to
Sam
that
can
too.
relate, yeah.
he's a massive rum. He loves rum.
Oh, I love my Bundy. I'm a
bourbon girl, but I don't know. I like everything.
That's it.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys suggested to me this Miller Chills real lime. It's quite refreshing.
Oh, yeah.
It's quite refreshing. It's a bit See, if you like that, I would suggest an IPA or maybe a sour.
Yeah.
Maybe something a bit more of the fruitier tang. You know, you try the Hawk Pale Ale. The Bob Hawk Pale Ale is a pretty good drop.
Juice.
Well, actually, no. There's this one called Biggie Juice, and it's done by Feral Brewing Co. I've done a review on it on the Facebook page.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And that thing looks like juice. It smells like juice. It's very juicy. It's very nice. It's very
yeah.
good.
Okay, sounds good.
You try and get your hands on it. That's what it's all about, mate. Do you drink much before you go on stage, or do you embark on the whole party side of the rock and roll scene, or are you very sort of
probably focused, and then afterwards you can let loose on the streets?
Okay, nice.
That's it.
Discipline. I had none. My bandmates will attest to that and yell at me.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Nice.
No, I've all been there before. It's okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I can't drink before I play because I'll go pitchy. So I always have to wait, and it kind of sucks being the headliner because you wait and then you wait, and then you finally play and the bar's like, "Sorry, we're closed."
Yeah, that's right.
You see, if you drink enough, you don't realise that you're pitchy, so it's all right. Fuck everyone else.
Everyone else's problem, you know.
That's it. You sound a bit off tonight. I sounded great.
Yeah.
Shit, cut. I sounded great.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, that's so funny. No, it's true though.
Oh, no, I feel ya. We're gonna have a little watch of this alchemy video.
All right.
Because it's a great. The riff in it's just awesome. The riff in it's just awesome. Make sure if anyone that's watching that hasn't gone to check him out, just go check him out. Watch the whole thing, because people should hop on your YouTube channel and watch the whole thing there. Because
that's right.
That's what it's all about. Now, it's all about them likes and those
likes and shares and comments and stuff.
Engagement.
Oh, mate.
That's it.
Oh, yeah, it's a great song.
Oh, thanks, bro.
Nah, cheers.
Now we love it.
Yeah, I wrote that riff back in when we were in a cover band called Flintlock.
Yeah.
And we did the old rock covers and stuff, but I put I just came up with it one day, but it was too heavy. It was too heavy for those guys. So we brought it into KRAVE and then made this whole thing.
Yeah, it was pretty sick. Yeah.
And then we made the music video. Yeah.
Did you guys make all your own music videos? Because you said you did film. You still currently doing film at university?
Oh, I don't do uni.
Oh, okay.
I've done it since I was little, just like edit films together and stuff with like skateboarding or playing silly buggers.
Hands-on knowledge, mate. That's how I'm learning at the moment. Got my first editing software, and now I just sit away, putting away at it.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
The man, I tell you, the video, the quality on the editing is really good. Like I thoroughly really enjoyed this video, and the button got it banging.
Yeah.
There he is. There's that guy again. There's that guy. There he is. Oh, there he is again. It's him, isn't it?
I can't see what we're looking at. I'm going to get the YouTube up.
So, Sienna, how do you... you know I was going to speak to you about this before.
Yes.
How do you find... Not only, firstly, you're a female in a male-dominated industry. There's no bullshit around it.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
Then we're going to throw into account that you rock out in Australia.
Yes. How's it?
Are we just shitty pigs? Like how bad? Like on the other side of the spectrum, like when you, hey Kane, how are you, mate?
Hey,
Big Kane, there he is.
Hell yeah.
Kane, if you buddy sells 30 CDs of the KRAVE EP, I'll get a bit. You really want to do that? I'll buy 30.
That is so good.
Do it. No.
I'll buy 30 to make it happen.
Yeah. Good on you, Kane.
He's our #1 bestseller with all our merch. We'll go around and make people buy our stuff. It's great.
That's it.
It's so good.
Like I said, the editing on that is just fantastic. The editing on that's fantastic. He said he'd get it on his ass too.
I appreciate that, man. Yeah, that was the first video I did.
Yeah.
2020, May 2020. Yeah, geez, you guys be busy.
Yeah.
Busy, yes, we've been really busy.
But I'm very sorry for interrupting you, Sienna. You were saying I sort of went off in a tangent there. Sorry.
Oh, that's all good. So you mean like?
Yeah, you were saying, yeah. What's it like? Are we shitty pigs and like are we really bad? Like I know we're bad after we hit the drink, but after you walk off stage, like what's it like?
No, it's I feel like it's probably from what I've like. So I've been in the industry for how long? I've been 5 years. But I used to be in a covers band with Ryan actually. That was completely different experience for me. It was actually a lot more grimier. I don't know, it was not great. But basically I kind of just went like fuck everybody and fuck their standards and like I'm going to give it a real crack. Like I don't care if I'm a female. I feel like a lot of females are probably a bit scared to do it. Like it's a rough industry and like I'm kind of got more of a personality of a dude than a chick. So I feel like I'm used to all the guys saying stupid shit, and I'm like I join in. I'm not like I just like I love the banter and stuff, but like I feel like that's why it's a lot easier. I feel like it's a bit easier for me, but yeah, I'll get real like it's a little bit shitty. Like sometimes you get weird creeps after your show, and there's like
yes, knock them out.
There's always going to be that, I guess.
Yeah. No, but it was like during when I was like playing covers, like what was that, like 2016 to like 2018 with Flintlock Brian. It was completely different. Like it was like I was always being like, oh, you girls can't play rock and
it's hilarious.
Oh, you a groupie? Oh,
you a groupie?
What are you doing on stage? Oh, slut? You know, and it's like fuck off. Like I just think it's I just laugh at them. I just go, ha.
That was more north. In Brisbane though, it's been quite accepting.
Brisbane is completely different. Everybody's really stoked. Like it's like when we get up on stage and they're like, oh shit, she's a girl. Oh shit, she's singing. It's like there's a lot of support for that. People are like, that's sick.
There's more progressive in Brisbane,
sick.
Like
the
more south you go.
Yeah, absolutely. Like and more girls. Like I love it when we play. In particular when we get up, I see a lot of the women in the background actually move forward up to the front, and I think that's really cool to watch. I think like having another chick, you know, playing some cool songs and being a female in the audience, like it was really inspiring, I feel. And like, you know, I got inspired by watching like who did I watch? I watched Maz from Wax, and she was really sick, and I was like, look at her go, that's friggin' awesome. And you know, she's just totally ruling. It's kind of like the fact like you don't let what people say get to you, because you can, like, at the end of the day you can do what you want, and like, you know, guys can come up and go, oh, you're a girl, you're not supposed to do that, but it's like, well, what are you doing?
That's right.
What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, you're standing there drinking piss after you just paid to watch me play, you jerk. Fuck off.
Yeah, no, for real. But like, yeah, I don't think not many people have challenged me. And if they do, I kind of death stare them and they disappear.
Yeah,
which is cool.
That's the death stare.
But nah, like I'm a bit like I come across a little bit more like kind of like one of the guys. So I feel like I don't know. I just kind of don't really see it sometimes. It's kind of gotten to the point where like I'm sure people stare at me weird and that kind of stuff. I just don't notice. I just don't notice.
Fuck 'em.
And I don't really care. And that's like that's their problem. And it's, you know.
Yeah.
Too bad, like, and I feel like, you know, yeah, like as time goes by, it's getting better. Like more chicks are playing and rocking out, and like I think more people are thinking that's really sick and it's really cool. And there's massive opportunity being like a female front. There's so many people like, can you be on our show? Can you be on our radio? Let's talk about this.
Yeah.
And it's actually really cool. And it's like, and more girls are gonna go. You know, a couple of girls at an all ages festival came up to me and they're like, I want to play music. Can I get your autograph? Can we take a photo?
That's mad. That's it. You've done your job, man. You've done your job as a musician. You've touched that person and that's it. As long as you get through to one person, you've done your job.
Yeah, I think that's really cool though. Like that makes me go, you know, like, that's so sick. Like that, I hope these girls just get up and play and like,
rock it
you
out.
know, don't let anyone tell them what to do, because more and more girls are kind of coming into the scene a bit more. You got kind of you kind of have to have like a like I said, like a bit of like a dude person. Or for me, like I'm a bit more like a dude personality. It's like rock's a bit like dude.
Well, it's tough. Rock's tough. Rock's always been tough. It's like a armor that I guess we wear. Rock and roll.
Yeah.
It's like the chains and the belts and I don't know.
Yeah, not for real.
But
Yeah.
I got a little girl and I've been, she's been listening to what Daddy listens to.
Yeah,
mate, she's been rocking out. She's been rocking out to the likes of KRAVE, trying to sing along.
that's so cool. I love that.
So, mate, I love it too. I love it too. My little metalhead. Oh, can't wait. She's got to learn to shred.
Yeah.
And then she'll be right.
That's awesome.
You got to be a double whammy. Nah, as long as you get this. Yeah, you guys are quite clearly very talented. You're a great singer, Sienna, and those opera roots really show through.
Yeah,
that's so cool.
I picked it straight away.
Yeah, funny. Not many people ever pick that. It's really cool. I think that's funny. You're probably the first person that said, "Let me guess, did you do opera?" No one's ever asked me that.
It's your range. It's really there. It's there. The way you can hear it in the way you project.
Yeah. Yes, definitely. I can thank opera for my projection for sure, especially when the power cut out at the zoo.
Well, that would have helped a lot.
Yeah, for sure.
It really did. Like I cut through. It was good.
It was awesome.
So yeah.
Oh.
How's that beer going,
mate? It's very fruity.
Fruity? It's getting fruity.
It's just like a lazy Corona. It's like someone put lemon juice in my Corona.
Yes, that's actually what it is. I agree.
which is funny because I remember when I was younger, I was in Newcastle, and we were at some club with a bunch of guys that I used to hang out with, and this guy was like, "Oh, do you want some Carlton Colds?" And we're like, he goes, "Oh, just put a bit of lime in them and just try it." So he gets a lime juice bottle and just squirts the lime juice in the Carlton Cold because they were $5 beers that night or whatever.
Yeah,
and mate, we stomached them, but oh my god, the sugar hit was just ugh.
Yeah.
That it can get pretty like overpowering.
Zesty. Very zesty. But now I'm gonna go to my VB and try and bitter it out.
Oh, good on you, dude.
Yeah, oh man, I love VB. I'll put a photo up on my tattoo one day. I have a tattoo of a koala in red thongs drinking a VB and smoking a joint.
Nice.
Yeah, and it's not a new tattoo either. I've had it for a while. It's faded. I have to go get it fixed.
That's awesome.
But
that's so cool.
That's so limey.
Limey. Well, right? So like,
limey.
Like lemon in his mouth. Right.
Yeah.
Sam and I just like.
I like lemon and lime. I can eat them.
Oh.
I think I don't like it.
It's made my VB taste funny.
Yeah.
Made my VB taste funny.
It's so funny today.
Oh my god. We're going to have a look at Purgatory now.
Right.
So this is another one that you guys made?
Yes.
Yep.
Man, 5 months ago. Jeez. Man, keep pumping them out. I would actually maybe suggest after Red Flag's been out for a little bit that I don't know if you've probably... No, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that one later, just in case you've thought of it, and I don't want to ruin anything.
Yeah.
Hurry, like everyone out there, all you beautiful people, if you haven't liked and subscribed yet, I'm going to do this slut thing. Just hold on. I'll be back. I'm going to do this YouTube slut thing. If you haven't liked and subscribed already, please do.
Yes, do it.
All right, like and subscribe to Beer Buddy because these are going to try. I'm going to try and get these out weekly. These interviews, so we're getting the works done. So we're getting it very very in. So like, subscribe, and go check out KRAVE, please, because
yes,
you have to. You just have to.
Thanks for having us on. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's awesome. Chat. We love talking.
I'm digging it. I'm serious. Like I was saying these before. I miss talking to bands because everyone's got such mad stories. Like, yeah. You guys obviously have done your yards with having the interchanges of members and
yeah,
man,
and
absolutely.
What did you say? 2019, and you've gone through. Okay, you've done whatever with the members, but you've brought out what 5-6 videos or something like that. You've brought out the new short film. You've kept nice and busy on Facebook, Instagram, and all that stuff. Are you finding a good response from the intranets at the moment?
Yeah, we are at the moment. Recently we were doing PR, so like, which is like basically someone that helps you out and helps market and distribute your music to like blogs and that kind of thing. And from that's really helped with our audience engagement. We did that for like Self-Exposure, our latest EP. And like that's like, it's really cool to be a part of that, because that's like what I was talking about before. It helps develop your team, and having PR on your side, as well as like, for example, now we've got a booking agent, and I have help with management, and like now we've got MGM. Like it's really cool to have this. But from using like PR, we went through Overdrive PR, which are a part of like Destroy All Lines and that kind of thing. They reached out to us saying, hey, we'd love to help out your band. We can help you reach some more national coverage, and we can do international coverage for you. And from that, it really happened. Like we've got a massive fan base in Canada at the moment, and also France.
No way.
It's like thanks to PR, and I think it's really important. And I was like, wow. And from there, like, you know, from getting on the blogs and Hysteria Mag, Heavy Mag, we were in Scene Star. Like they helped us. Like they had those contacts, and they were able to do that for us. And from that, like people started to, there was like a surge of interest in our band, and every like social media, and we were like marketing properly, and we got ads out, and like from that, you know, just like hard work and like, how are we gonna brand ourselves and what are we gonna do?
Well, that's you're at the stage now, and I just got to take a quick second.
That's all
excuse me. For Kate, Kane wants a world tour. I want a world tour. Don't worry. I'll tell you. I'm gonna make it my personal business to get Trivium, or at least Matt Heafy on. I'm gonna show him his stuff. Well, fucking That's my 6-month goal.
Yes.
Yeah, man. But that's like we want to do.
I'm telling you guys would just. I could so see you guys opening for something like that.
That's
so
fucking
cool.
awesome. Thank you, man.
Yeah.
Well, you know, we're doing everything we can to try and get that, and like hopefully we've got some luck on our side.
Yeah.
So, but we're trying really hard, and we're all really passionate and trying to be humble, and you know, it takes a lot of time. I say it takes between like 7 to 10 years, or
20,
even
80, 100.
20, 80. You know, like it just takes a long time, and you know, you just gotta think about that. Still building blocks, you know, and we're all really committed in this band, and we can see results, and it's really cool.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, like we just love playing. Like we don't really care, like if it, you know, playing world shows or just playing locally to like 5 people, we don't really care.
Yeah.
Like it's
That's
just
good, man. That's a good attitude to have. That's a really, especially when you come to Sydney.
Yeah.
We suck. But Kate did say smoking bongs with KRAVE stickers on it here.
Yes.
Yeah, she's got.
She does. She's got the KRAVE sticker on there. Great support.
I stated to my very own.
Yeah.
Hey.
No, they're great supporters. We love them.
Oh, mate. Look, yeah. Oh, and Kate says she'll subscribe if I buy 30 CDs.
You're doomed to it now.
What's 30? Why such a specific number?
Well, you see, with Red Flag, we did a 30 DVD limited print. So
Are they
we've
talking
done
about
DVDs.
the CDs? Are they talking about the CDs or DVDs?
They might be talking about the DVDs. I don't know, but yeah, we've printed 30 DVDs.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna buy one.
Yeah, do that because we've only got 30
I'll
and
do it
they're all
opening.
out. So like, they've got like they've got like special features. We've got like bloopers on there that we haven't put on the YouTube. We've got that exclusive to the DVD.
That's hectic.
Yeah.
We've attached our other videos, that kind of thing. But like, yes, people have been buying them, and we'll sign them, and I'm gonna have some special cool shit in there. I'm gonna find out.
Yeah, some special stuff, you know, like make it a bit.
But we only printed 30 of them, so maybe they meant that, but I don't know. But yeah,
I'm seeing a name here that's come up on my Discord that's called Samosa, and I think that might be a person that we know. Did he come up for you, beer buddy?
Oh, hold on. I've got to work out how to use my thing.
Oh, we're complicating things.
You are complicating things. Can he jump in on me?
I'm not sure, but this could be our friend Sam. I think This could be Dallas himself.
Dallas wants to say hi.
Oh, come on, we got to make it happen.
You're gonna talk to him about his collection.
We got to make it happen.
His collection, Dallas.
All right, hold on.
He's a committed person.
Let me just put my intermission screen on and mute these, and we'll get it going.
All right,
we're gonna be right back. Okay, Kane. 50 CDs. I think $1 a CD. I'll give you a 50 for them.
Yeah.
I would never do that. I'll just no. I can't. I have children. I can't buy 50 CDs. I can't buy one CD.
Fun time. That was my first.
That's so sick.
As long as you come, man. As long as you come.
Okay. Come.
As long as you finish, it's all that matters.
Well,
mate, like I was saying to everyone before, you're doing something really, really, really good. I really dig it. I'm appreciating it.
Sweet.
Thank you. And Ryan and Sienna said that you're a jazz drummer by trade.
Oh yeah. I've been studying, I should say, jazz under my drum teacher Bruce Anthon for about, I'd say about 4 or 5 years now. But I've been with him for 12 years. But past 4 or 5, we've been doing some jazz stuff. But when I say jazz, it's more like rock jazz, mainly like Jimi Hendrix with Mitch Mitchell on the drums, and you got your Deep Purple with what's his name? Oh, I can't remember him. Anyway, all that late 60s psychedelic stuff where it's got the jazz fusion rock. So That's the kind of stuff.
Nice. Karen says hi, Sam.
Hi, Karen.
Kate says yes, Sammy, little bro. Oh, and yes, I know, Karen. I butchered the sound for the first part when Sam came on. I just got a stream deck, so it's all buttons and stuff now, so it's all very technical.
All technology.
Yeah, well, you guys are busting my cherry on my first set. Like, I've officially made a little Beer Buddy streaming set, and you guys are the first ones on it.
Yay!
There you go.
It's awesome. I'm so happy. Yeah. Man, so 12 years you've been playing drums for. You make it look pretty seamless when I watch some of your videos.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I go in my own little world.
Yeah? You just find a zen on the drums and...
Yeah, and I don't know, there's not too much focus that happens with it in terms of how I'm playing. It's more just what I'm playing, because we're a three-piece. There's a lot of space to fill, you know? So when Ryan takes his solo, I just sort of go into my own little world and go, how am I going to make this sound like there isn't an absence in the rhythm section now that Ryan's taken away from his rhythm guitar and he's onto the lead? It's like, what can I do? So then I guess that jazz, says the word again, influence that comes around. I just start throwing in random things on different times and see how it works. Filling space, so.
Mate, like I said, it sounds awesome. I cannot wait till you guys can get to Sydney and I can see you all and we can have a beer together.
Sweet. Should be soon, I
can get everyone's name right, and it'll be fantastic. It'll just be great for everyone.
Oh, it'll be a good time.
I hope you don't mind if we just show Purgatory real quick.
Go for it.
Just a little bit, because I'm pretty sure that's the one where you can see you drumming. Isn't that the one?
Yeah.
Nice. We go to that one. Okay, now I'm on a double screen, but that'll leave. Let's go. I love this opening riff. Do you guys know a band called Floor?
No, I haven't heard of that.
Okay, because this gives me, like, this video gives me a real Floor vibe, and the fact that you haven't seen it.
No,
Yeah, I like it. It makes me happy.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, sweet.
It was fun to shoot this
Such a good video. I've been trying to show a couple of the guys at work and stuff like that. A couple of different things, and I've got a couple of guys on here now. A couple of boys at work.
Hey, that's awesome.
Your voice is so good. Everything's perfect. Your rolls, it's really good. Really, really well constructed. You can always, like I said, you work really well together. Whatever you're doing with your writing, it's just, it's awesome. Your lyrics are like second to none.
Thank you.
I can do that shit. That's why I just sit around and talk now. I'm bloody borderline dyslexic. Great video. I'm actually watching this on a 100-inch screen.
Nice.
Oh, 100. Yeah, shit. Got a projector. Well done. So what are your main things that you're listening to, Sam, at the moment?
Oh boy. Got to sound a bit off, but like Steely Dan and the Doobie Brothers and the Little River Band and all that sort of stuff.
Really?
Yeah, I'm a massive Steely Dan fan.
Do you listen to do you listen to any metal at all, or?
Yeah.
Be honest. Like, at the end of the day, it's just music. If you like playing metal and you don't like listening to it, that's fucking fair enough.
Be honest, man.
The sort of metal I listen to is like older stuff like Sabbath and I guess it's called Deep Purple, but metal in a way. But,
Yeah,
also Megadeth, and I like a bit of Metallica, but I really like Megadeth.
Yeah.
The first two albums are really cool. It's like hard rock almost, and a bit of punk. It's awesome.
Well, I just sort of think where they kicked Dave Mustaine out for being on drugs and alcohol. It's like pretty much coming from fucking James Hetfield.
Yeah, Metallica, yeah.
Oh, Metallica.
Yeah, back in the early days.
Like, what? Megadeth? What?
Yeah, he was the guitarist for Metallica.
Yeah.
He made his own thing.
Yes.
was hot.
Man, oh no, I love it. The riffage, the drink, like, yeah. I don't know what else to say.
They're awesome.
Anyone who hasn't listened to it is missing out, quite clearly. And it's not overly done. That's what I like about it.
Oh, cool.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Does that make any sense? We actually just watched that whole video, so I might get copyright struck. Don't copyright strike me, guys.
No, we won't.
Right.
You were done for.
Don't.
Struck one.
Dallas. Don't. Alright?
Yeah. He's getting
Well, alter ego's coming out.
Don't. Get the shit out. I'm being dead serious. Yeah. In that opening, you scared the fucking shit out of me. It was good.
Awesome.
It was good.
That's what we want.
I had the hairs standing up on the back of my arms, man. And I'm not exaggerating in the slightest. Like, yeah. I got lost in movies and shit.
That's so good.
That's awesome. I'm glad.
Yeah. Well written
I didn't know
too.
how well I played it, so I'm happy.
Did you guys write that whole thing yourselves, or like what was involved in sort of like the storyboard? How did you come up with the storyboard for it?
For Red Flag?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I actually kind of started as like, well, right now I'm talking to Carl and then like, oh, wouldn't it be cool to do like some cool Western?
Yeah.
And then I had a uni project for uni, and it's like extend on something that you've already done. And my first uni project was actually I used alchemy, because you're allowed to use what you do like musically.
Yeah.
For uni, because I'm doing a bachelor in music, and they're like, well, use KRAVE for some of your stuff because like that'll help. And I'm like, yeah, that'd be sick. So we did alchemy, we did that on a deadline, and I submitted that for my uni assignment. And then they're saying, oh, you got to extend the next time, which is like Creative Project 2, it was called. Extend on what you did for Creative Project 1, and I'm like, short film!
Yeah, well,
that's like, music video was the first one, and you can make it even bigger, and it combined two songs. It was so good, but that gave it a deadline, so it was like, okay, 14 weeks we've got.
Yeah.
And we're like,
gosh. Holy crap.
So I started writing, and we took the Sam, we took the Ryan, we were talking, what are we going to do?
I was sitting at work in my lunch break, and I'm writing a storyboard. And I'm sitting with my eyes closed, thinking of like the images in my head, like while people are sitting across from me, probably wondering why I have my eyes closed, like sitting there, like just like imagining the movie in my head.
Yeah.
But I was writing the storyboard in there, and we went by a story because we had to film each weekend because that's how much we had to do.
Yeah, it was crazy.
And the storyboards lasted 2 weeks, and then we just went, we're going to do whatever when we get there on the day.
Yeah.
It's going to be this.
Like, I wrote a bit of a script for it based on the storyboard, and like I was helping Ryan like assistant direct and that kind of thing, and he was helping, and we kind of just like on the spot a lot of the time, like, oh, why don't we try and film over there, and why don't we say this, and like, you know, Ryan and Ben at the start with their when they were like on the railway tracks, there was all kind of banter based off the script, and they kind of didn't even look at the script on the day, and I'm like, guys, why didn't you learn your lines? And bloody Sam learned all his lines. And
I learned all my lines. I was scared. Sienna's scary.
Yeah.
Well, quite clearly, learning your lines worked because you sold that.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
No, you did.
Thank you.
And Ryan's like he got like A+ with acting and stuff.
Oh yeah.
So
probably not for what I did in that movie.
I got to say, your monologue where the song comes in.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Oh, thank you.
Fantastic. It was really good. Did you write that whole monologue yourself, or?
Yes.
Very good. No, it was really good. Just a quick second, we got some chat going on. I gotta. Where am I? Oh no. So we had. We got Sam. We got LGBT Boglin said, "Good to see Doback's Trashing was able to make a guest appearance and bring on Dallas."
Yeah, boy.
Yes.
Josh was that's LGBT Boglin's Josh, and he was
he's Davey, the red shirt. He's in the friggin' movie.
He was in the flashback during the monologue.
He's in the flashback, man. That's Joshy. That's our.
Oh, thank you, Kate, for subscribing. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And Kieran Leo Griffith sent some love hearts.
Yes.
Yeah. Jake Jones said, Sage tuning in here. Great to see you guys.
Oh, Sage.
Come at the right time.
Yeah.
Because I'm here. Because I'm here, Ryan. Hear
That's
that?
it. That's it.
Well, Kieran and Sage are both in the film clip as well as the henchmen, the two baddies.
Yeah,
that Dallas-
no, mate. Really. Well, go watch it. Go watch it if you haven't watched it.
Yes,
Fantastic.
watch
It was really good. It was really good. Like I said, it was really good to see the way you guys have found a way to keep relevant and incorporated a little project into the band stuff. It's good to see.
Yeah.
It's good to see.
Okay.
Don't let any production value go to waste.
That's right.
Yeah.
Because that's what it is now. It's all work. It's all work. You never stop working. And at least you guys got a team now.
Yeah.
That's right.
Someone's taking someone's having a bit of a showing you a bit of love, and mate, keep working.
Yeah.
You got your foot on the throat. Don't take it off.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Exactly right.
No, it's
Just
good.
press down harder.
Yeah.
Not you, Dallas, please.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it to Ryan later.
Oh God. Whatever you do in your spare time, I don't. I was drinking.
It's 2021.
That's it. I'm woke and shit.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
One more video. I want to watch one more video. And I'm gonna watch Walk of Atonement because
Flag entirety.
Yeah.
it was weird. Like I got sent your Spotify thing, and like we had this like these are the new singles, and I went, okay, we'll listen to them later.
Yeah.
And I thought we'll go back a bit and we'll have a listen and we'll go forward. And Walk of Atonement was the first one, and you had me from there.
Awesome.
Like, and mate, like, yeah, it's got nothing to do with me. It's all you. And that's why I thought it was a single, because the song's epic.
Nah, cheers, man.
No. Like, I could hear that song in a movie.
Nice.
Do you know what I mean? It's got that real, and just lyrically, throw that shit on a James Bond movie or some shit.
Yeah.
Do something different. Do something different for James Bond, please. Because it's fantastic.
Come on.
Yeah, come on.
That's it. Mix it up.
Show the metalheads some love. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, fantastic. Seriously, love it. My favorite one.
That's awesome. That's so cool to hear. And it's so cool, everyone's got their favourite song now. It's like everybody's got a different favourite, and that's really cool. Like, a couple of people love Walk of Atonement, Alchemy, people really like, a lot of people like Out of Control. Everybody's got their favourite, and it's so cool to hear, like, why. Like, everybody's just got, like, it's really cool. Like, I think that's awesome. Every song gets a bit of love, and every song is somebody's favourite, and that's really cool. Like, that's what we love to hear. Like, at the end of the show, everybody's got something cool to say, and it's
Well, you deserve it. You deserve every bit of it.
Thank you. Yeah. Oh, thank
Like,
you.
you guys have earned it. At the end of the day, like, this is what I love. The vocal range in this song. Love it. Love it. Just love it.
I actually got inspired because I wrote the lyrics based off I watched an episode of Game of Thrones with Cersei doing her Walk of Atonement. And I'm like,
Yes.
hey, that's cool.
That's-
And I picked that off that. And then I was listening to Triple J that day, and I was like, how cool is the falsetto? How something? I mean, like, I love Triple J, but like, I don't know. A lot of the music's kind of like, and I'm like, oh. But I kind of got inspired because it's like, and I feel, and I kind of go like high, like, instead of belting it. And I based that off like inspiration from just listening to like chill as fuck like Triple J stuff.
It's nice, man. It's nice. It's nice to hear in metal.
Get that? Yeah, you know, like, it's strange like influences here, you know, like
That's
We've got to
it.
take it from wherever you can get it these days.
That's right.
Yep.
And Sam, you did the drums in this one?
Not this one. Out of Control is the one that I've released, like the
Okay.
one that we released with me. and everything that's coming now has me.
Oh,
And
that's
there's things coming up that are killer, if I do say so myself.
Oh mate, firstly I love the cockiness.
Yeah.
I admire that. Nah, fuck that. You mate. If you got the chops, you got the chops.
Yeah, he does.
And I'll tell you what, good drummers are like rocking horse shit.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it.
Mate, especially like, man, I'll tell you what, good drummers that are consistent, that don't get fucking wasted and fall off the drum field.
Yeah, yeah.
Have a couple of bombs and then can't play it, I don't know.
And leaves that after the show.
Yeah, we all do, like.
Yeah, well, like I said, discipline. It's all about discipline.
That's it.
You gotta,
Right.
you gotta have it. You gotta have it.
Yeah.
Go on the streets.
Go on the street later.
Oh yeah, we're getting some go. Man, the chat's starting to go nice. It is good. This EP is fire. Kane said, I agree.
He's always repping it.
He's awesome.
Kate says goosebumps every time. Yeah, I agree. Great. I'm gonna let this one. This is my favourite song, so I'm gonna let it go.
Love it.
Yes.
Why not?
That's it.
Life's too short. Copyright strike on YouTube, and then I'll get sick the band on you.
Yeah.
Or sick Sienna on you, and then what are you supposed
Yeah.
to do?
Talent.
Oh, that'd be even worse.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
That'd be so
Yeah,
much worse.
Ryan's cool, like Sam and I both are very like, I don't know, well, we got a lot of fire and like
Passion.
we can be like stubborn and like, and Ryan's just like, it's all cool, guys, just do what you want.
Yeah.
You know, Sam and I are like, yeah, but
Fucking right.
Am I reading this right? I've seen pieces of shattered drumsticks hanging out of your hand, Sam.
Oh yes, I didn't even know that. Yeah, that was pretty bad. it was deep in there.
That's dedication to the
That's-
cause.
they are
I
changed drumstick.
suck when I get a splinter. Electrical tape.
Yeah.
Right.
Electrical tape, or you get cricket bat tape,
Okay.
or baseball grip, baseball bat grip.
Yeah.
Well, they thicken them
I
out a bit
always-
more too.
I always used to play with these sticks. They're like Vader 7As, and they're really good for jazz. And they felt nice. They had a good length and nice and smooth. But every time I'd play a gig with KRAVE, they'd break. I remember sometimes you'd buy like $21 pair of sticks, get like 5 of them, and then they just break first go all the time. So that night there was what was the band that was putting on that show, Sienna, with the Chaos drumsticks?
Oh.
Wow.
yeah, all hours.
All hours, yeah.
The drumsticks is what reminds you. I love that.
Yeah. Yeah. So the drum company, they had a drum company who was like sponsoring the show, and it was Chaos. And they handed out a pair of drumsticks each drummer, and they said, "Oh, what size do you play with?" And I said 7A, but they only had 5As, and I thought, "Oh, I can't play with 5As; they're too heavy, you know." But when that drumstick broke on stage, I had to pull out the 5A Chaos sticks, and they were actually awesome, and I've played with them ever since. So,
Yeah, nice.
and I've had the same pair since the start. It hasn't broken yet, and it's been months.
Nice.
Well, you know
So-
what you got to do when you get your next set. You got to keep that set because they're your good luck set.
Yeah, the good luck set, yes.
Yeah, just keep them. If you're ever feeling like, oh man, I'm not really feeling the flow, just grab them sticks and you'll be right.
It's awesome.
That's right. Bring them into the studio and make gold.
Oh man, that's what you want. That's all you really want, man. And you guys are doing it. Where do you guys record at?
We recorded everything off our self-exposure except for Out of Control. We recorded everything at Airlock Studios with our old lineup. And once we got Salmon, we got like a $3,000 grant from Q Music, which was so cool. And with that, we went to Lush Studios because Airlock was booked out, and we're like, oh, god damn it. And we had a deadline to meet, and we recorded these songs, which we'll be releasing this year.
Yeah.
We actually recorded them last year, but like, anyway, we had Sam, and we recorded them at Lush Studios, and they were all like, the drum room was like Sam was saying is like insane. Like it was so good.
Jeez.
And I think like we love LA Studios as well, but like we're kind of gonna just watch it. No, just because the drum sound is just so.
So you got to do what's best for you.
Yeah, and we, you know, the boys really liked it, and I'm happy with anything either. Like, Studios is going to be the next lot of recordings that come out are all going to be from there, and it's all going to be with Sam drumming this time. So
Big Sam,
everything's all cool.
Can't wait. Can't wait. You got to bring Dallas out on stage one night.
Yeah.
Shit out of everyone.
Yeah.
You know how Friends just did a 50th anniversary like reunion show. In 50 years' time, we'll have to do a Red Flag reunion. And we'll just bring out the old characters.
You guys must be young if you think you're going another 50 years. I'm not making another 50 years.
Yeah. Oh,
You'll live specifically to this date 50 years' time just to watch this reunion.
Oh, well,
And
mate, I'll head it. I'll head the reunion.
Yeah.
in 50 years, we should do another interview with you on this.
Yeah, that's
day.
100%. 50 years, look at that. I'm going to get you on beforehand.
Yeah.
You guys are bringing out more stuff. I'm getting you on very soon.
Hell yeah.
Kate has called you a flaming galah and says that you just rock too hard.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, that's so cool. Now we love flaming.
The Flaming Galah.
There's an awesome venue in
Someone
Rome Street.
actually gave a little bit of a shout out to King Parrot. Can't say I'm the biggest King Parrot fan. I'll be honest.
Oh,
Look, I'll get. No. Don't get me wrong. I love getting messed up and thrashing around at a metal concert just as much as the next dude.
Yeah.
Dude, I got blessed by Matt.
Just don't do it for me. Just don't do it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. They're pretty.
No, it doesn't.
They're pretty extreme, but they did well because I'm someone who doesn't listen to that grindcore genre at all. So
they hit a soft spot.
For them to be able to get in, because I saw him open for Phil and Salomo at in Brisbane, and I was like, these guys are funny. I've heard of these guys, and the bass player is like this little pudgy guy, and he's like really funny. And what they do is they make videos as well, and they like play kind of characters, and that's kind of what got me in as well. Is what they.
Oh, okay. I might have to check them out. I might have to have a look at them a bit more instead of for what I have.
They're like pretty funny. Like they're all about like comedy and humor, and
farts
that's something that's really funny. Like I think it's cool.
Clever. It's really clever.
Metal's all serious and stuff, whereas they're just like, well, it's a whole lot of fun.
Their intro music is like, I forget what it is. It's like it sounds serious, but then you hear like little fart sounds and stuff like throughout it.
Oh man, I've never actually noticed that. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, check out their music videos because they're just
king for fart sounds.
Yeah.
Well, I just got a stream deck and they have a whole section for that. So
nice.
Yeah.
We're talking about what's on shirts, so I got my Gymna Rock shirt. There we go, Karen.
Oh.
Have we talked about Gymna yet? Gymna was a good time.
We actually did have a bit of a chat about it.
Yeah.
And your didn't you guys get that? Isn't that where you got the 10 out of 10?
10 out of 10.
Yes. Was it not? Yeah.
We got 2.
Was it 10 out of 10? Oh, okay. Yeah, we got 2.
For Gymna.
You got 2 of them. You and your double yokers, mate.
Yeah, they're coming out.
Good old Greg. Like I said, mate, whatever hands you guys are keeping fed, well fed.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Well, tell Ryan to keep on buying me dinners and we'll be fine.
Yeah, that's it.
I want that drum kit, Ryan. Tama Star Classic. Where is it? Just give me $5,000. It's fine.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Are you like that guy? You're not like that guy that walks past the music store like in Wayne's World when Garth.
No, I'll own that. When there's a drum
you guys
kit,
are old enough to get that relevant. Thank God.
Yeah, Wayne's World.
I would have been so upset if you didn't get it.
Wayne's World is just a classic. You can't not know Wayne's World.
I love it. It essentially is what turned me into a rock and roll head.
Yes. Oh, nice. That's so
to go to Wayne Stock. Was that it?
If you build it, they will come, man. If you build it, they will come.
Yeah, that's it.
Follow the weird naked Indian, man.
Yes. So good.
And I guess that movie really sort of paved the way for the rock and roll chick. In a sense, it did. It did. When you really think about it, like that. I can't remember what her name is, but I thought she was smoking hot with that.
Yeah.
With that bass and that snake around her in that scene. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
She was smoking hot.
Me so young and horny.
Sounds like Ryan.
There's always one in the band.
Yeah.
That's so good. That's so good. All right, guys. How about we leave it there? And we'll say goodbye to everyone. But you and I are not going to finish chatting because we're going to talk about stuff that maybe you couldn't talk about on the stream.
All right. Sounds good. Sounds
Cool.
awesome.
So, say goodbye to everyone.
Goodbye, everyone.
Bye, fellas. Thank
See
you.
you later.
Mate, and I'll do a quick outro and we'll get you back.
Oh, that'd be sick.
That'll be
Thank
awesome.
you.
Awesome. Hold on. Alright, you champions. Oh, God. Where'd it go? Oh, it's not working. There we go. Guys, thank you so much for joining in tonight. It was an absolute awesome time. I'll be back and I'll see you next week. We're going to have another one. All right. No, thank you, Kane. All right. And I'll see you soon. Crave, please don't leave. I'm just talking to the chat. All right. I love you all.